Bill Schwab, winebuys.com, the wine guy here, and I'm here with James from Chateau Palmer in Margaux.
Right.
Watch the last video, you'll see what I'm talking about. Now we're actually to the flagship, would you say? I say the big dog, but let's say the flagship. Now James is one of the five brothers. He has four other brothers that actually own the chateau. What is your main responsibility at the chateau?
Well, we have an entire separate management team at the chateau.
Okay.
My brothers and I are involved in many different aspects of the business. Of course, we own property with, we co-own Chateau Palmer. We don't own it 100%, unfortunately, and we own 100% Chateau d'Angleterre. But we're also a trading company, and that's where I spend most of my time, is in that company trading, which of course trades Chateau Palmer.
Oh, excellent, excellent. And this is the 08 Chateau Palmer. And 08 was more of a classic year in Bordeaux. Ageable, complex, a little bit more layered, but now what we'd call big fruit.
Yes. Yeah. And again, being from the Margaux appellation, we are looking at producing wines that have that very, very fine, silky balance.
Mm-hmm. Margaux is I've always been a big fan, and everybody who knows me knows that my favorite Bordeaux, no offense, has always been Clan Cigar. It's burly, it's aggressive, it takes forever to come around. I'm drinking some of my 40s now. That's something. But as I gain more years personally, I've discovered that there's just not much point in buying new Clan Cigar for myself, as I will probably not be allowed to enjoy it. While this is something that I can enjoy from basically from day one until the last few days of my life, because it ages wonderfully, but it's much more approachable.
And even if you buy it, you know, even after your life, people will still.
Nobody's drinking my wine but me. Nobody's drinking my wine but me. And I've told the wife I'm not dying till all my wine's gone. Which is unfortunate because I think she's encouraging me to drink more wine. Wow, really nice. Almost I get a sweet and a tart out of this. Almost a bright sweet cherry, and then it finishes with a tart, clean dryness to it. A little layer of smoke, and almost like a sage herb Provence in there as well. Now, on the Palmer, what's the oak content there? 100% new?
No. Palmer, we have the same approach at Palmer as we do at Angleterre.
30%?
And so it's on average, it's about 30%.
Excellent.
And then in exceptional vintages, which would be vintages like the 2000, 2005, 2009, 2010, we can bring that percentage up to 50%, but it's never more than, it has never been so far more than 50%.
Well, it's so, the oak is so much more supported. It isn't dominated, but it brings everything up so much. Would that be the concentration of fruit that lays on the oak? Is that the difference between the oak usage here? We dose the oak based on the structure of the wine. So that's why in lighter vintages we'll use less, and in bigger vintages we'll use a little bit more. It really depends on what the wine itself can take. Excellent.
Again, like Angleterre, Palmer is a very delicate wine and can very easily be overpowered by oak. And that's something that we want to gauge and measure very, very carefully.
Well, I'm still getting a rolling finish on the Palmer.
Absolutely.
And I don't want to take anything away on the day. There's some wonderful, wonderful wines. But the Palmer, and priced probably accordingly, is so much more wine in the bottle. Really lingers, really gives the palate more complexity, more layers, and lingers is a bad term, because lingers applies to me, it just lays there. It's evolving as it finishes. Really nice stuff. Tremendous job, especially on what we would call more of a classic, not a hedonistic year. Definitely a hedonistic wine. A pleasure to drink. Oh, wow. Running a very decent price on it. $225. Normally it's a little bit closer to $300. Great price on it, and I can't wait to go into the 98 next. I'm excited.
Terrific.
Already a tingle. Thank you, James.
Thank you, Bill.
And thank you.